Hi everybody, it's Christina from Card Making Magic. These are the dies that I'm going to be using today. So I'm going to create a 6x6 card and we'll put a box with the card. We'll use the corner die. This is the Leafy decorative corner. Because I'm making it for a wedding, I will put "on your special day" on the card. And this one has a really nice verse inside that says, "On your wedding day, may your love continue to grow and bring you happiness always." And I thought that would be really nice on the card as well. So this is the design that I'm going for. And that just tucks in behind the flowers. And that one is done with the Leafy corner. And this one is done with the celebration corner. And that's this one. So there you've got two really special cards, and I'll show you how I made them. So we have a 300 GSM smooth white card, and the first thing I'm going to do is fold that in half. And I'm just going to turn this into a 6-inch card base. So to do this, I've taken the card making element from the box kit and I've kept the non-cutting edge over the folded end, and I run that through my die cutting machine, and that will give me a base then that will perfectly fit inside my box. Now for this card we're going to keep the fold at the side, and then you're going to remove this portion of the card with your knife or your scissors or your guillotine, whichever you prefer. So we'll pop that into the machine and we'll just cut down there. Now keep this piece because you may need it later for either this card or another. Now once you've done that, you're going to move your box dies. You're going to take the largest of this die and you're going to place this on your card. And if you run that through your die cutting machine, that will cut the pattern into your card. It won't bring it out, it will stay in your card. So we'll just run that through the machine and see what that looks like. Now once you've done that, remove it very carefully from your card and take out all the little bits that are left in it. And there you've got a nice leafy pattern on your background, on your card. And I can get that piece out, there we go. And burnish that well. Now don't cut anything off this because this is the bit now that will tuck under your flowers. So all I'm going to do is just curve this over a nice round jar. And that just puts some curve into that piece. Now with your peach card, you're going to cut a panel that will fit on there and leave just a small border around two sides. And then with the long strip die that goes in there, you're going to take the piece that you have left and you're going to cut that, and that will sit inside your card along there. And then with the leafy die that's left, you're going to take some of your peach card and you're going to cut a couple of strips of that, and that will fit on that panel that you've just created. Now with some white card, you're going to take the smallest corner die, and this is in two parts. One will cut you the outer, the two together will cut you the piece that comes out of the card. So we're going to cut that, and we're going to cut all the leaves. So there's my other little pieces cut. I've stuck the leaves onto the central panel, and just to strengthen this front piece here, I've taken some of the spotty card and I'm going to glue that behind there, and I'm also going to put a curve in that. Now from the word die, I've cut the vellum from the base, and I've cut the words "on your special day" 3 times, and I'm going to stack those all together. So from the stamp set, I've stamped out "on your wedding day" and I'm going to cut that in an oval. And then I've got the "may your love continue to grow and bring you happiness always" and I'm going to cut that in a banner strip. So I'll do those now, and then we can start to put this card all together. Now, I've been very fortunate enough to find some magnets in my little crafting stash, so I'm going to put, once I've added these in there, I'm going to add a magnet there and the other one on the other side of this panel, and then that will clip that together with a curve in it, and then I can dress the card with the flowers. This is a wedding card. I've added a little bit of glitz around the edges. I'm going to glitter the flowers up, and there's the inside of the card now ready. Now, I'm really not happy with the centre of these flowers, so I'm going to snip that out and I'm going to replace it with, and that's going to sit in the middle of my flower, and I think that looks much more elegant than that bit of foam in the middle. So there we are, there's the card ready to send. Now we need to make a box for it. So from the box die we've cut 2 pieces. So all I'm going to do now is just fold these up. I'm going to decorate this box the same as the card, and so I'm not cutting the front out, I'm just leaving it as a box, but we'll add it as a box and a lid so that the lid can be taken off the box and the card shown. So if we're going to do that, we don't need this extra piece along here, so we can cut that off. So once you've got that cut off and you've got all these pieces folded in, all you need to do for your box base is add glue to your tabs and then fold the tabs in and secure them like that, and that will create the base for you. Now for the top, you're going to fit the top around the box. Let's make sure we've got the stripes going the right way, and then you can tuck the tabs in on both sides and you can glue those down, and now you know that that box lid will fit that box base perfectly. I'll just give that a second to set up, and then we'll go to the other side and we'll do the same. So your lid now has been fitted around your box base. Now the bit that I forgot to tell you is, with a circle punch, just punch out some little finger lifts on the side, and that will make it easy for you to get the lid off. So now once we've got to this stage, we have the base and the lid, we're going to decorate it. So I've cut another panel the same as this. I'm going to add some of the diamante down there, and then I'm going to dress this with some flowers and some leaves, the same as the card. So here's a recap of the dies that I've used. I've used the complete 6x6 card and box die set. I've decorated the front of my card with the Leafy decorative corner. I've turned it into a wedding card, and I've used one of the occasions verses for the front of the card. So what we've made is a beautiful box, decorated the same as the card. The card opens up, it has a magnetic closure, and that's now ready to send as a wedding card to my recipient. So I hope you've enjoyed the video, and if you have, please join me on the next one, and why not subscribe to my channel? If you click the notification bell, YouTube will always alert you when I add a new video. So thank you for joining me, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.